Hello, fellow Digital Academy teachers. Hope all is going well. I was asked to show a quick little video of tips and tricks for filling out those all-important timesheets so that we can get paid for all of our hard work and approved the first time around. First, we're going to start with downloading the timesheet. So open that really important email and download the timesheet to your desktop. After it's downloaded, it should open up in Microsoft Word. Just click the open. And right now it's locked. So we need to enable the editing. So click enable editing. For sake of time, I'm not going to add all my information up at top, but I will show you the best way to complete the bottom. The first thing I do is highlight all these boxes. For some strange reason, they are all different sizes. So I like to highlight them, and I like to increase the font. I don't change the font. I leave it at Arial Narrow, but I do change the font to size 12. That way it can be seen and you can work in it. I like to type in my date and copy and paste so I don't have to make a whole lot of changes. So I started working on Sunday, 10/20/2020. It fits nicely in the box. So I'm just going to copy that and paste it in all the boxes. And then I can change the dates as I go. I'm just going to do 3 for you. I typically work from 4 to 6. On Sunday, I worked from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock p.m. If you write the date like this and the time like this, they should fit. The rest of my days are 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock p.m. I like to work nice round hours so that's easier to subtract later on. Helpful tip. Each of those times I work 2 hours. Okay, I fast forwarded a little bit. I added in my activities that I completed, and notice I just listed specific activities, and again I copy and paste because I'm doing the same thing. I did parent contact, emails, phone calls, grading, and I always note my synchronous sessions and my planning for those synchronous sessions. The trickiest part is the hours allocated for this portion of the project. This is a continuous tally or register, much like a bank register, keeping our times and making sure we have enough left. So we need to start with the hours we had from our last project. So the last timesheet I had was 333 hours. So I'm going to type 333 hours in this box right here. I haven't taken away my number of hours yet because this first line was what I had left from my last timesheet. Now I'm going to go down through and take away each line. So I'm going to take away the 2 hours that I worked from Sunday, 331, 2 hours from Monday, 329, 27. And these boxes can get kind of funky. If it drives you crazy, I just click it and delete it. I continue down, decreasing every 2 hours that I took away from my hours allocated. The hours allocated will always be one line behind the actual hours. Now, if you notice on this bottom line, I haven't actually taken away that 2 hours. I had 315 hours allocated for this last session. I take it away on the bottom. So here my allocation for the total hours I had was 400. The hours remaining in this project is 3:15 minus my last entry, which would be 3:13. And this, you'll keep this running tally for the next timesheet. So your next timesheet will start with 3:13. The hours I worked, I'm going to tally them up: 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and put my hours here. Now, say you ran out of lines. This has happened to me a few times. We had some extra time. So click on your last line, right click, and you find this Insert tab. Insert a row below. It will have the same formatting as your previous row, and it should stay on one page. If you need to add multiple rows, it's going to go onto a second page. Then I fill it out just like regular. Remembering that I have to adjust my hours allocated. So I'm going to pretend like this is filled out. My hours allocated here, maybe I did another 2 hours, it's 3:13. So now I'm going to change this one to subtract that last line. I hope that makes sense. Now for my next timesheet, I have 311 hours that I will start with. Be sure that when you add your line and you add in your hours, you also adjust your total hours worked. So now instead of 20 hours, I've worked 22. That's pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward once you get the routine. The final step is adding your employee signature, just typing in your name and date. Notice when you type in this line, it scoots everything over. Personal preference, it drives me crazy, so I delete the spaces that it created. The nice thing is once you do this the first time, you can save this and reopen it and just adjust it for the next week. So you don't have to recreate the document every time. This is the last payday. And I'm going to turn the date and I'm going to turn my timesheet in. And that's all done. I hope everything's going well. I hope this video was helpful. And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.